Good morning, friend. Today we will discuss about the permit to work system. That is you know that if you are a safety professionals and if you are working in any organizations and already a professional for EHS management system, so then you have to know that why we need to be work permit system because of that is a written formal documentations uh, written documentations control the hazards and control the risk and give responsibility to the persons who are taking permit to work in return. So that process work permit system is a systematic approach to reduce the hazards because of that if you are working in any sectors and there is no permit system, so there is a 90% chance of maybe incidents happens, maybe a near misses happens, maybe their work unsafe and unsafe act and unsafe conditions will be increased, so that we need to be work permit system on daily basis daily basis at the workplace. So if anyone asks these questions for the why we need to be work permit system, so that is a permit system is a ensure that the safety measures are taken in place accordingly the risk assessment hazards, accordingly the SOP, accordingly the work method statements, all safety measures has been taken on workplace and that is a written documentations given to the permit issuer and checked by the permit reviewer and approval by the senior managers. For that all are work in safe and we can go ahead to work accordingly the work permit system. So that is a main purpose of work permit system. Now we will discuss about the about the function of work permit system, how to function, how to functioning of work permit system. Suppose that you have to pre-plan work. Suppose that tomorrow what you are planning, so identify the location and pre-inspections on locations, what is the specifications of work, and review the before one day a permit systems if you are going to sign of work permit system. Because of daily early morning that is not possible to check because one day before, because everyone's contractors and also workers can start the work early morning. So if you are not the pre instructions, so that maybe chance of increase and lagging in time period. So you have to check the plan specific work permit system, specific locations, accordingly the work permit, accordingly the um, uh, accordingly the work method statements here, and identify the work what you are going to work and limitations of work. Because of if you are taken one permit, then permit validity only for 8 hours because of 8 hours, because of that I as per the IAS standard of permit to work system in 2023 has been developed by the by the government and by the concerned persons. So you have to take permit only for one or make sure suitable controls measures of hazards. Because of that hazards we can reduce after the investigation, after the develop the HERA, but could some residual risk in place if you have taken every in if you have taken the risk assessments and you have controls measure but residual risk are in place, we can't 100% reduce the hazards and risk at the workplace. So that residual, what are the residual risk which is the violence of risk, which is in place of risk, you have to increase the monitoring system and ensure that locations, which locations you are going to permit issue the work permit system, that all equipments and area should be safe, and equipment will be should be safe for the use. Now we will discuss about the permit to work, how to permit to work function, and how to work permit a systematic approach to approval. So first we have to provide three copy of work permit, triplet copy of work permit system as a color. First page will be white, and second page will be yellow, and third page will be blue, light blue. So three copy you have to prepare. You have to make sure one book of work permit should be in your work premises, and permit signing signing must be permit must be prepared by the who are those are responsible, those are people's responsible for the work. They will prepare work permit systems, and after that preparing, after the writing fulfill the permit systems, then they will verify with the safety professionals as a contractors from the contractor side. If there is a PMC, then after contractor satisfy the and verify the locations, then PMC teams maybe check and maybe trust on the contractors. They will approvals, and after that there is also available of from client side. Then client also or maybe counter sign, maybe surprise sign, maybe inspections of work permit system. So that is a part of work permit systems, that is a process of work permit system. Now we will discuss about the if permit has been approved, then 8 hours working same permits, then peoples from the PMC teams, from the safety managers, maybe sometimes will be verified work are going on accordingly the work permit. If there is finding gap, permit approval early morning, but there is no safety measures in place, then they will right to be cancel the permit to work system, and cancel due to reasons and cancel. And after that remarks on the work permits, due to these reasons permit has been cancelled, so needs to be very need to be addressed, need to be correct the situations. Then they will then that work permit will be revised and again process the new permits, then start the work. That is a cancellation. Now we will discuss about the permit closures. You know that 8 hours, if you have 8 hours completed, then permit must be closed on time, and there make sure that all workers are uh, to be removed from the sites and leave from the sites, and ensure and verify that the people who are involved and who are monitoring this particular job, that is responsibility to the site teams, and who are coordinating, who are the monitoring the permit system. So that is a part of permit system. Basic things we have understand the work permit system, why we needs to be important. And each permit systems and records, tracking record must be um, uh, must be maintained in your register, because of if you have a big project, suppose the do 2 tower 3 towers, there are multiple contractors working in your premises, so that is not possible to every work permit systems once you verify. So you have to provide it, you have to keep one register to track all permits during the signature, during the approval work permit system. You must be tracked in the register, so that can be very easily to understand which how many permits are taken today, and what how many permits are high risk and moderate risk, low risk. first thing. Second thing, next we will discuss about the permit should be maintained. Permit record should be maintained at least 3 months, because of, you know that at least 3 months you have to keep all permit systems in your custody. After 3 months you have completed, then you can permit send your offices and others thing. But 3 months at least keep permit system in your place. If you have more places, if you have offices and you are enough space, then you can keep work permit entire project till the project completions. You make sure you all work permit systems in places. So that is a record keeping maintain. Now we will discuss improvement of permit system, because of, you know that if you have completed a complete format and finished the format, but sometimes there may be some changes, some review. So you have to review time to times, maybe is something observations, then permit must be revised. If in case of any incidents happen, in case of any problem situations happens, there is no mention in work permit system. So that can be revised revised every 3 months, and needs if you are required immediate basis, then that is your choice, but needs to be revised. Also HIRA should be revised, and and work method statements need to be revised. If in case of daily observations you are rising, there is more and more cancellations of work permit due to unsafe act condition, due to lacking of the supervisors, then you can revise and develop a strong actions plans also. So that is a very effective tools to be control all the workplace. If you are 100% work on the work permit system, if don't have work on the work permit system, so there is maybe lapsing and losing your control on site. And if you have control, if you are uncontrolled on sites, then that may be 100% chances of increase of first aided cases, increase of risk, increase of safety violations and everything. So guys, if you are a safety professional, so then you must be focused on the work permit system. You know that everything, if you are working, if we are also working in safety professionals, there is 100% an effort to be made to control the sites, control the documentations. Don't mm, don't means you have unnecessary formality or unnecessary documentations are there, but there is no control. So no benefit, no beneficiary for you and also your organization. So guys, permit system, today we have discussed about the permit system. Make sure effective work permit system in place and monitor them on regularly. Thanks.